Emotions, yes, they are real. बहुत सारे चैनल्स है यूट्यूब पे जहाँ पे आप देखोगे या देख सकते हो lot of practical things, scholarship, admissions, SATs, GRE TOEFL preparation, how to score well in GRE TOEFL. But emotions, I feel like the one thing that I really want to touch bases today is emotions, and everything kept aside. अगर आपके emotions are not in order, a lot can happen. Even after you score really well in your GRE TOEFL, you get into that university that you desire, and you end up being an emotional wreck. You're sad, you're missing home, you have this fear of change, you know things are gonna shift, you know you might end up losing a few friends. How do you deal with this? How do you cope up with this? Hey, what's up you beautiful people? Kem cho bata? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Aditi, and today I am going to be talking about fear and being afraid of change. I had a couple of people who wrote me long emails, like really page long A4 size emails, and I personally don't really mind at all if you write me 2-3 pages long email. I love reading. I always try and get back to everybody, and I got a couple of emails regarding the same issues, saying, I'm afraid. What do I do, Aditi? I'm really afraid of change. And here's what I told them, and here are a few tips to handle the emotional side of you, and I hope this video helps you guys out. I was really scared, like really afraid. And when I landed in America, the first few days were one of the worst days of my life, and then the first semester, as time went by, the first semester was probably one of the worst time of my life, and I was such a negative human being. The only, I cannot say cure, but this is the way that I dealt with of fear and change, is I feel the number one thing that I did was to acknowledge that okay, I'm feeling this fear. Like कुछ लोग का ऐसा होता है कि भाई okay, let's avoid the fear ताकि वो अपने आप चला जाएगा, you know. But I didn't do that. I really didn't do that. I was like, okay, Aditi, I feel this fear coming in, or I feel I'm afraid. I'm afraid of something. And you know that. You know what you're really afraid of deep inside you. It's just you're not ready to talk about it. Why not, you know? Why not face it, confront it? Confront that fear, you know? I feel like introverts are the biggest observers, and they love to reflect on things, and they are quiet, and just because they are quiet they tend to think a lot, is what I've seen and what I've noticed. So just be honest with yourself, and see what the fear is all about. What are you afraid of? And then take a deep breath. Take a huge deep breath and focus on how you can cure that. The first step is just to acknowledge it. Acknowledge the fact that yes, it is hard and this time is scary, but it is going to be worth it It is tough, it is hard, but it is going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. Remind yourself, change is good. Change is good. And take it one day at a time. Rome was not built in a day. Take it one day at a time. That's what I did. One day at a time is how you take it, smooth, slowly. Especially, I understand that being an introvert, you don't want to go out, talk with 15 other people, but you don't have a choice at this point, right? You don't have a choice. You don't have a lot of friends because you've said no to so many things in life. So just take it one day at a time. Remind yourself, change is good. Change is absolutely good and a must to be where you want to really be. You know that this is my comfort zone. This is a small circle. This is where I am inside it. This is my dream. It's right here. How do I get from this point to that point? You know you have to step out of that comfort zone to achieve that dream that's right here, that's gonna give you the eternal glory or whatever that you're seeking. You have to step out of that comfort zone, mate. Really, you have to do it. Take it slow, take it slow, one day at a time. The one thing that I keep reminding myself, I read this quote in Bhagavad Gita, and yes, I'm going a little bit spiritual, on a spiritual path, because I really want to focus on mental health here. And I sometimes, when I really stress out, I try and meditate. The other thing that I can strongly suggest you, the power of meditation. Just, where do you start? Close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, just imagine that you're breathing in beautiful rainbow of positivity, and you're breathing out all the smoke and dust that is inside your head. So everything that is coming out is a gray cloud of smoke. Can you just imagine that for me? Just try and do that without having any other thought. Like, do not think at all about anything at all. Don't think about it. कुछ नहीं, सिर्फ try focusing on breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. That is the another way, the other thing that I do. And about change, yes, people are afraid of losing friends, and I felt that same thing about losing friends. But I feel like, I know that I'm an introvert and I don't have a lot of friends, which I genuinely didn't. I only had 2 friends, the genuinely real good diamonds in a sea of pearls were Surbi and Prapti, and I still talk to them. Maybe not as often as I want to, but हमारे लाइफ में जनरली इतना एक्साइटिंग या कुछ होता नहीं है कि वी हैव टू कीप कॉलिंग ईच अदर फॉर every day or every 2 days. We call once a month and we talk about everything, and then the conversation carries on. So the thing that you need to remember about change, and this was the quote that I was talking about, that is from Bhagavad Gita, is change is the law of the universe. What you think of death is indeed life. In one instance, you can be a millionaire, and in other instance, you can be steeped in poverty. Yours and mine, big and small, erase these ideas from your mind, then everyone is yours and you belong to everyone. Change is good. Now, once you start taking it one day at a time, adjusting to everything, you change. Your thought process starts widening. You change, you think differently, you act differently. Everything is pretty much, you broaden your minds and you learn so much, so many new things. And I feel if your friends don't really get it, they might end up not talking to you at all, or maybe talking to you at the end of the day, but thoda kam baat, because at this point you will genuinely feel like she will just not get it, because she is not there with you experiencing everything that you are experiencing, right? So if at the end of the day she leaves you, remember this: one less shit person in your life. We want to stick with positive people who you can look up to, who you can learn from, and move on from that. So if she was never a friend, she or he would eventually leave. Let's not assume gender here. That person, if that person really cares about you, that person will eventually stick around with you for a longer time frame, is what I can say. I understand at one point priorities आपकी बदलेगी, वो person की बदलेगी, the relationships change around and about, and if they just, I'm just gonna say, if they stick around, hold on to them. They are worth keeping. And if they don't, good riddance. We don't need another sar dard that will push us down. We don't want another friend, another human being who will pull us down from achieving this glory. Remember it. So remember, change is good. Take it one day at a time. Koi jaldi nahi hai. Focus your energy on positivity. If you feel like this is a very stressful situation, just take some time out from your day. Meditation is powerful, really powerful. Even if you don't want to call it meditation, call it anything else you want. Just take a step back, breathe in, breathe out, and try. When you try doing that, probably do it for 30 seconds and see if you are actually thinking during that breathing process. The whole point of it is to stop, absolute stop thinking. Kuch nahi sochna in that 30-second moment, and just focus on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. That is meditation for me. I try and do that. That helps me with my anxiety, with my stress, and I hope that helps you guys out as well. Yeah, I hope that all of this stuff that I've talked about, being afraid, being scared, I hope, you know, this video really helps you out. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it's a really long video, but I really wanted to cover this topic. It is very important. Mental health is very important. And I hope this have helped you guys out. Let me know if you have some other, video suggestions for me. Please hit that, subscribe button. Also, I want you guys to nominate me for the best vlogger, if you can do that. If you love my videos, maybe I'll leave a link. Please nominate me. I think it's the Cosmopolitan India Best Vlogger 2018. If you like my videos, maybe just, I'll just leave a link down below, please. You can just type in Desi Talks or just my name, aditikatbamna, and I would be very happy. Thank you again so much for tuning in. I really appreciate and grateful to have you guys in my fam. I love you guys. Until next time, Aojo.